Hi, and welcome to the Afternoon Brew. I'm your host, Heinsbrook Mann. We're joined today by Professor Hoffme, a professional peeping Tom. He's going to tell us a little bit about how to become a professional peeping Tom. Thanks for taking time out of your world tour to come on the show today.
You're welcome, and please, call me Jack.
All right, Jack, how's the tour going?
It's pretty good. I have successful peeps in over 35 different countries, and I've almost reached my goal of 3,000 peeps.
That's awesome.
Peeping is more than a job to me, though. It's more like a sport. There's nothing like the good thrill of a good peep.
Everyone knows that.
Are you my lion?
No.
No.
Do you have the package?
No.
No.
Is this Studio 1B?
No, man, that's next door.
Oh, sorry, guys.
And with that, we're going to go take a look at some of your equipment.
Here are some of the many things you need. Right here we have some camouflage,
Nice.
so you blend in with the trees and the leaves and the ground and stuff.
Of course.
Over here we have a mask, so that anyone that's around, or if you get caught or something, they won't know who you are.
Important.
In the wintertime, it's good to have goggles to keep like snow and stuff out of your face, and also keeps your identity closed, and this keeps your head warm.
Looks like you got all the crucial ingredients here. We actually have a clip of you doing some peeping recently. What are we going to see here, Jack?
Well, this is a home video of recently around this area, but it's a top secret location, and it's one of my many successful ones.
All right, roll the tape.
Here we are at Veronica's house. I've been scouting her out for a long, long time. I've been waiting for this moment, and I think I finally have my chance. It appears she's cleaning the house tonight. Let's go. You want to crawl on the ground in any open areas to stalk your prey. Pick bushes to hide behind, and slowly sneak to the window. There she is. She's beautiful. She has no idea that we're here. I also like to take notes on what she's wearing. She's a pink shirt on. She appears to be dancing to music. Come over here and get a closer shot.
Finger.
I think it's time we better be headed away, because she might be leaving pretty soon. So we should slowly sneak out. I always like to blow them a kiss before I go.
That was some good peeping, Jack.
Thank you. And I've also brought in a video
Oh, yeah?
of one of my students that I'll critique for you guys and show you what he did wrong.
Let's take a look.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Gosh. Oh, the beauty. It's overwhelming.
As you can see, he's picked the wrong color camo. He's picked hunter orange versus the hunter green camo. He's also running around the middle of the yard, which is not a good thing. It's easy to be spotted, especially with the orange on. he's kind of prancing around, making fast movements, which would be easy to be caught by neighboring peoples or
With me. Let's go.
person he's peeping on. He's also being very loud.
Really, really quiet.
He's standing right in front of the window. You don't really want to do that, especially in the middle of the day.
Big push like this.
Good thing is, though, he did find something to hide behind, but it's not very big, and he stands up right there, and that you don't want to do that. You also don't want to run in the house like that, because easily get caught, as in this example. Yep, and he gets chased.
Now, what kind of peeping was that?
Not very good. It was probably the worst case scenario.
I could tell. Well, that's all the time we have today on the Afternoon Brew. I'm your host, Heinz Brooke Mann, joined today by Professor Hoffme, who just showed us how to all be better peeping Toms. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Hi, and welcome to the Afternoon Brew. I'm your host, Heinz Brooke Mann. I'm joined today by Professor Hoffme, a professional peeping Tom. He's here to tell us a little bit about how to become better peeping Toms today. Thank you for taking time out of your world tour to come on and talk to me today.
You're welcome, Heinz, and please, call me Jack.
All right, Jack, how's the tour going?
It's pretty good. I have successful peeps in over 35 different countries, and I've almost reached my goal of 3,000.
That's awesome, Jack.
I fucked up.
Dude, let's just do a funny round and see what happens.
Hi, and welcome to the Afternoon Brew. I'm your host, Heinz Brooke Mann. We're joined today by Professor Hoffme, a professional peeping Tom. He's here to tell us a little bit about how to become better peeping Toms today. Thanks for taking time out of your world tour to come on and talk about it with us.
You're welcome, Heinz, and please, call me Jack.
All right, Jack, how's the tour going?
It's pretty good. I have successful peeps in over 35 different countries, and I've almost reached my goal of 3,000.
That's awesome, Jack.
Peeping is not just a job, it's more of a sport. There's nothing like a good peep.
Everybody knows that.
Are you my lion?
No.
No.
Do you have the package?
No.
Is this Studio 1B?
No, man, that's next door.
Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to.
That's all right, man. All right, with that, we're going to go take a look at some of Jack's Pro Peep equipment.
What we have here is many of the items you need to be a successful peeper. Right here we have some camouflage clothing, a jacket and some pants.
It's important.
Yep, so you can hide and stuff when you're on the ground or behind a tree. We also have a mask, so that no one, if you get caught or something, no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
Also in the wintertime, Need a nice hat to keep your head warm. Gets pretty cold when you're sitting outside.
Yeah, I bet.
And also some goggles.
Well, I see you have all the crucial ingredients. We actually have a clip of some peeping you've done recently. What are we going to see here, Jack?
This is one of my many successful peeping. It's at an undisclosed area.
All right, roll tape.
Here we are at Veronica's house. I've been scouting her out for a long, long time. I've been waiting for this moment. And I think I finally have my chance. It appears she's cleaning the house tonight. Let's go. You want to crawl on the ground in any open areas to stalk your prey. Pick bushes to hide behind. And slowly sneak to the window. There she is. She's beautiful. She has no idea that we're here. I also like to take notes on what she was wearing. She's a pink shirt on. She appears to be dancing to music. Come over here and get a closer shot.
Finger.
I think it's time we better be headed away, because she might be leaving pretty soon. So we should slowly sneak out. I always like to blow them a kiss before I go.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Gosh. Oh, the beauty.
As you can see, he really wasn't looking at who it was. He just assumed it was her.
Let's go, Jack.
He's also got the wrong color on. He should have
His clothes.
green camo on, not orange. And he's also running around the middle of the yard.
See her? See her?
He's kind of just standing around, not really trying to hide. There, he's trying to hide right there, but
Doesn't look good.
now he's kind of just standing in the middle of the yard again. Not a good thing to do. Easily get caught. He's being pretty loud.
Gotta be really, really quiet.
Surprised like the neighbors or something haven't heard him yet.
You gotta hide behind a big tree, a big bush like this.
It's good that he chose bushes to hide behind, but not a very good choice because it's pretty big. Or it's pretty small. See, and then he just ran in the house, and that makes a lot of noise, and
Bad move.
as you can see, he gets caught.
So what kind of peeping was that?
Not very good. Probably the worst ever.
Yeah, I could tell. Well, that's all the time we have today on the Afternoon Brew. I'm your host, Heinz Brook Mann, joined today by Professor Hoffme. He was just here showing us all how to be professional peeping toms. I want to thank you for coming on the show, and we'll see you all next time. Have a good day.
Hi, and welcome to Stocking Stuffers. I'm your host, Earl Jones. This week, we have domestic cat stuffing. Now here, I've picked out my mother's favorite cat. You can pick out your own cat at home. Now this first step will make it a little easier to work with. Hey, where are you going? Okay. First step, you just take a club or something like this, and now that he's calmed down, we can hollow him out. And then next you'll be wanting to use chemicals. We won't be using any here to treat the skin, but you at home will probably want to. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone want to stuff a cat? Why would anyone buy a stuffed cat? Here's why.
Why, hello there, son. Hello. It's a nippy day now, isn't it? It is. There's nothing better than a nice, warm, fuzzy kitten to warm you up. Kitty? Would you like to buy a stuffed cat? Yes, please. Try this one. It was my mother's favorite. Thank you. Soft, pretty kitty. Oh, yes, it is. How much? That would be $20. Okay. Here you go. Here, let me help you out. Thank you. This is a doozy. Hey, you want to buy a cat? Hey, I got a cat. Who the hell wants a cat? Not a cat. You want one?
Now, when you've got your cat all stitched up, you'll be wanting to put marbles in for the eyes. I just chose some marbles my kids had lying around. You can deal with what you need. That's all on today's Stocking Stuffers. Next week, we'll be doing stew, so make sure you stave the innards from the cat. All right, see you next week. Hi, and welcome to Stocking Stuffers. I'm your host, Earl Jones. This time we're doing domestic cat stuffing. Here I've got my mother's favorite cat. You at home can pick out your own. Now this first step will make it a little easier to work with. Hey, go back. All right. You just need a medium-sized piece of wood or anything will do. All right. Now you can hollow it out. The step isn't very hard, but afterwards you'll probably want to treat it with chemicals first. We here at the studio have cut back, so we won't be using any chemicals. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone stuff a cat? Why would anyone want a stuffed cat? Take a look at this.
It's a nippy day now, isn't it? It is. There's nothing better than a nice, warm, fuzzy kitten to warm you up. Kitty! Would you like to buy a stuffed cat? Yes, please. Try this one. It was my mother's favorite. Thank you. Soft, pretty kitty. Oh, yes, it is. How much? That would be $20. Okay. Here you go. Here, let me help you out. Thank you. This hell's a doozy. Hey, you want to buy a cat? Hey, I've got a cat. How wants a cat?
Now that you've got your cat all stitched up, you'll probably want to be using marbles to put in the eye sockets. That's all this week. Next week, make sure you save the innards for we'll be making a stew. It's my mother's favorite. That's all.
Hello and welcome to Flawless Crimes. I'm your host, Max Power. Today's special guest is Scott McPfeiffer. Hello, Mr. McPfeiffer.
Hello, how are you? Oh my.
Scott is an expert at breaking in and entering. He's such a great criminal that he even wrote a book about it. Scott, can you tell us more about this book?
Yes, I can. You see, one day I got really bored and thought to myself, I'm going to go online. And I did. It was pretty fun. Saw a lot of interesting stuff. But I stumbled upon too many websites concerning like different things, such as, you know, how to break into houses and stuff. So I started copying, pasting, and I formed it into a good book. It's pretty nice. I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
It is. Make sure the mic doesn't.
Hello and welcome to Flawless Crimes. I'm your host, Max Power. Today we have a special guest, Scott McPfeiffer. Hello, Mr. McPfeiffer.
How you doing, Max? How you doing?
Scott is an expert at breaking and entering. He's such a great breaker-inner. He wrote a book about it. Can you tell us more about this book?
Yes, I can. It's called Crimes for Dummies. I kind of ripped off that whole For Dummies series. Basically what I did was I went online one day. I was searching for inappropriate pictures, but instead I stumbled upon an assortment of other sites, and you know, I decided to copy and paste them, and I formed one huge copyright infringement thing. pretty sweet.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
So, what do you need to break into a house?
Well, you need two things. Motivation and a lot of crap. Now,
Like what?
well, this is one of my favorites, a mask. That makes it so that, they can't tell who you are. Another thing is a handy-dandy crowbar, in case the door's locked or the window is closed and, in case you run into somebody. Flashlight's pretty helpful if it's at night. A glove, you don't want to leave fingerprints behind. And duct tape, just in case.
Okay, so now we have the materials. Now what?
Well, you're going to want to get all the materials on, and put the gloves on and such. And in fact, you know what? I'm in such a good mood right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you people at home how to do it. So,
Well, let's, why don't you go out there and we'll join you in a couple minutes. Why don't you run out there and, all right, well, Scott's gonna go break into a house, so we'll join him out there.
What are you doing in my house with that video camera? Get out of here! Go, he's coming! Oh, crap.
Wow, that was pretty impressive. Well, Scott, how was it out there?
cold?
Cold?
Yeah. Thrilling.
Gets to be that way out there.
Sure does.
So, what happened to all the stuff that you stole?
I kind of dropped it.
Oh, how come?
Evidence.
Oh, okay. So, I guess that's our show. Join us next week for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Well, this has been interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Too big cable TV show.
morning, America. This is Susie Gray reporting live from WJLS News Center. We begin our day with a story that's been terrifying the nation, when gnomes attack. Now, recently, gnomes have been quiet, peaceful additions to America, but... Okay, can we start over? I really can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm really nervous. Can we please start over? Good morning, America. This is Susie Gray reporting live from WJLS News Center. We begin our day with a story that's been terrifying the nation, when gnomes attack. Gnomes were quiet, peaceful additions to American suburbia up until recently, exact date unknown. Gnomes have been... I'm sorry, can we please start over? I'm really sorry, but you guys, I'm up here all by myself. This is Susie Gray reporting live from WJLS News Center. We begin our day with a story that's been terrifying the nation, when gnomes attack. Up until recently, gnomes have been quiet, peaceful additions in American suburbia. But now they've been shedding their friendly demeanors, revealing a much more vicious, evil side. Gnomes have begun attacking people of all age, race, and creed. In just a moment, we'll go to Joel, who's coming in live from a small town outside of Lansing, Michigan, where there have been many reports of gnome sightings. Joel?
Hi, we're here and it's starting to rain. We're trying to catch these little buggers. They've been getting into people's yards and stuff and hurting people. I think we found one right over there. Alright, now I'm gonna try and catch them, because they're being bad, okay? Shh, here we go.
Bush has just announced that there will be a $200 award for every gnome captured and turned into the proper authorities. For those who want to help their country and fellow man, a few things to keep in mind. When trying to catch a gnome, always wear proper protection and know your gnome. Gloves and boots don't always cut it. It may be necessary to wear a helmet and a bulletproof vest. Please be sure to be quiet when attempting to capture a gnome. They have a very acute sense of hearing and may be very vicious when attacking. Do not try to harm them because they will attack you with deadly force. The most simple way of obtaining a gnome is to lure it into a trap. This just in. We have a camera crew down here, and we have someone who's just brought in a gnome that we've captured. The question that has been burning in every American's mind is why?
I want to.
How exactly were you captured and outsmarted?
I wasn't paying attention and they were being morons.
I see. Is there anything that you'd like to say in your defense?
You're all gonna die.
Thank you. And that's all for this edition of WJLS News. This is Susie Gray signing off.
Kick it. We like the boys with the bulletproof vests.
Good morning, America. This is Susie Gray reporting live from WJLS News Center. We begin our day with a story that's been terrifying the nation: when gnomes attack. Up until recently, gnomes have been quiet, peaceful additions to American suburbia. Gnomes across the nation are shedding their friendly demeanor, revealing a much more vicious, evil personality. Gnomes have begun attacking people of all age, race, and creed. In just a moment, we'll go to Joel, who's coming in live from a small town outside of Hazlet, Michigan, where there have been many reports of gnome sightings. Joel?
Hi, we're here and it's starting to rain. We're trying to catch these little buggers. They've been getting into people's yards and stuff and hurting people. I think we found one right over there. Alright, now I'm gonna try and catch them, because they're being bad, okay? Shh, here we go.
Thanks, Joel. President Bush has just announced that there will be a $200 reward for every gnome captured and turned into the proper authorities. For those who wish to help their country and fellow man, a few things to keep in mind. When trying to catch a gnome, always wear proper protection and know your gnome. Gloves and boots don't always cut it. It may be necessary to wear a pair of goggles and helmet. Please be sure to be quiet when attempting to capture a gnome. They have a very acute sense of hearing and amazingly quick reflexes. Do not try to harm them because they will attack with deadly force. This just in, we have a gnome here from the Ingham County Jail that somebody has just brought in. Excuse me, but why exactly have gnomes across the nation been doing this?
We want to.
I see. What exactly are your ways of attacking people?
We jump on them and throw them on the ground.
Is there anything that you'd like to say in your defense?
You're all gonna die.
How exactly were you captured and outsmarted?
You weren't being very good people, and then I just didn't pay attention.
Were you captured by police authorities or just somebody walking by?
Two idiots.
I see. Well, thank you, and that's all for today. This is Susie Gray reporting from WJLS News. Thank you.
Kick it. We like the boys with the bulletproof vests. We like the girls.
Touch this. You can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Hi, and welcome to today's show. Today's focus is going to be on nest safety. I'm your host, Mr. Bojangles. With me is my special guest, Kristen Johnson, nest maker extraordinaire. Kristen, why don't you demonstrate one of your famous nests?
Well, there's many ways on how to do it. If you don't have enough time, you can do the skydiving method. That's all I'll say. And my favorite method is the 4x3 method. So you take 4 things of it, put on one side, 4 on the other, three. And some toilets have a complete circle. You're going to want to cover that part too. So.
That's excellent. We have a short clip on more nest safety. Let's show that. Most recently, I set up these hidden video cameras to catch what would happen for everyday people who entered the bathroom.
Don't be deceived.
Okay.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me.
Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mr. Bojangles. Today's emphasis on the show will be nesting and nest safety. With me are my special guest, Kristen Johnson, world-renowned in making nests. Kristen, why don't you demonstrate one?
Okay. Well, there's many techniques that you can use. You can use the skydiving method, or you can use my favorite method, which is the 4x3. 4 on this side, 4 on this side, 3 on this side, 3 on this side. And even if there is a little space right there, because some toilets have a little space, you're going to want to cover that too.
That's excellent. We have another short clip on nest safety, and let's flip to that. And behind me, we have the women's bathroom. Most recently, I set up these hidden video cameras to catch what would happen for everyday people who entered the bathroom.
Don't be deceived by Mr. Towns walking into the women's bathroom. He is correct. Now, he does a good job of walking straight down to the stall. Oh, forgot to check under the door, see if someone's in there. Number one mistake. All right, it's good. Good nest he's making. He's doing 4x4x4. Oh, forgot a spot. Oh, there you go. Good. All right. Oh, you gotta make sure it's not attached to your shoes. Yeah, I made that mistake. Oh, yep. There's the awkward silence after you see someone that you walked in on. All right. He's leaving. Open up that door. No, you can't use your hands. Try it again. Oh, there you go. I got it with your foot.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What a mind to rhyme and to hype me. It feels good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the Oak Town, and I'm known as such.
Hello and welcome to Flawless Crimes. I'm your host, Max Power. Today's special guest is Scott McPfeiffer.
How you doing, Max?
Hello, Mr. McPfeiffer. Scott is an expert criminal at breaking and entering. He's such a great criminal, he even wrote a book about it.
Yes. My book is titled Crimes for You Idiots, although it's probably different on that. Basically what it is it's a compilation of images and such that I copy and pasted from other people's websites. It's one huge copyright infringement thing. I love it.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
So what supplies do you need to break into a house?
Well, for breaking into a house, you're going to need several things. You're going to need a glove so you don't leave fingerprints because, you know, fingerprints are bad.
Yeah, that's very important.
You're going to want to wear something dark like a dark hoodie so that, you know, you can stay warm and hidden. You're going to want to wear a mask, especially if you're ugly, because nobody wants an ugly breaker-inner. You're going to want some duct tape, just in case. You're going to need a flashlight, because it's usually dark out. And a crowbar. I like this one because it's one of the new ones. You can kind of jam it in and fork it up. It's wonderful.
Okay, so we have the materials. Now what?
You know what? I'm going to show you.
All right. Well, we'll let him get out there and
What are you doing in my house with that video camera? Get out of here! Go, he's coming! Oh, crap.
all right. Well, that was very interesting. Here comes Scott. Now, remind you, Scott is a professional, so he didn't need any of the equipment.
Right.
So, what happened to all your stuff?
I dropped it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a problem with the studio audience out there. What's going on out there? Who is that? Yeah. There's a problem with the studio audience out there. Well, I guess that's the show for today. Join us next week for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Wow. No problem in the audience. So to the cable TV show. God.
for Flawless Crimes. I'm your host, Max Power. Today our special guest is Scott McPfeiffer. Hello,
How
Scott.
you doing, Max?
Good, how about you?
Oh, great.
All right, Scott is an expert at breaking and entering. He's such an expert, he wrote a book about it. Scott, can you tell us more about this book that you wrote?
Why, yes I can, Maxwell. It's called Crimes for Stupid People. In it, I basically describe to you, the readers, how to break in and do everything flawlessly, because you don't really want to get caught. It took a while to make because I was on the internet looking up funny sites and stumbled upon some stuff, and it was great. It was real great.
So, yeah, you just took this from other people's work and...
Copy and paste?
Wow, pretty impressive.
Yes.
So, what's all this stuff for?
All this stuff is what you use to break in. First off, the most important thing is gloves. You're going to need gloves so that, you don't leave any fingerprints behind. Because, if you're going to beat somebody down, you don't want fingerprints.
Okay.
Another thing you're going to want is a mask, because make sure it's dark, because you're probably going to be walking around at night to break in.
Make sure it matches your clothes?
Yes. Also wear a dark hoodie or a dark sweatshirt. That way you aren't detected. Also, a flashlight is very handy because, it's probably dark out. You're going to want some duct tape in case you run into any trouble at all. And one of these new handy-dandy newfangled crowbars. You jam it in, turn it, and flip up. It's great. Love it.
Wow. Okay, so what do you need now? Or how do you plan?
What's the procedure? The procedure, you're going to want to just pick a house. You don't want to pick a house at random because that's just a terrible thing to do. Another thing is you're going to want to know the house. You're going to want to know where, the TV is.
So you're going to want to get blueprints of the house.
Yes, yeah. And you'll want to go when nobody's home, because if you go in when somebody's home, you're pretty stupid. Yeah. You're going to want to break in. You're going to want to make sure that all the doors and windows are working, so they're locked, and use the crowbar to push it in. You're going to grab good stuff. Don't take, picture frames or a little dog jar that barks, because that's just not right. That stuff's terrible.
Yeah, I can see where you would go wrong with that. You can't get anything off of that.
Yeah, I mean, if there were cookies in there, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
But
dog biscuits, come on.
Dog biscuits. So, you know what? I'm going to show you guys how to do it.
All right. Why don't you go get out there, and we'll join you out there in a couple minutes. So we're going to join Scott out in the field now. I think he's ready, so why don't we go join him? Wow, that was pretty impressive. Oh, well, here comes Scott back in the studio. Looks like he's missing some of his stuff. What happened to all the stuff that you grabbed?
I dropped it.
Oh, okay. Looks like we have a problem out there in the audience.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, wonder who that is.
No, not sure.
Can't really... Oh, man. Well, I guess that's the show for today. Join us next week for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. 2-bit cable TV show. What?
Well,
Hello and welcome to Kirsten's 10-Minute Makeover. Today our very special guest is Stevie Hammond. Stevie, what kind of event are you going to that you want to be made over for?
well, tonight I'm going to my sister's wedding party.
Okay, so what kind of look would you like for that?
Oh, maybe something classy and sophisticated?
Okay, I think we can get something together. All right, let's go to some footage of Stevie getting her hair done at the salon earlier today.
I'm gonna be a supermodel, and everyone is gonna dress like me. Wait and see when I'm a supermodel, and my hair will shine like the sea. And everyone will wanna look just like me. 'Cause I'm young.
Okay, now we're ready to make Stevie over. We're going to start with some foundation. All right, now we can move on to eyeshadow. What color eyeshadow would you like, Stevie?
Well, not something very dark, something light, maybe a little sparkly.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Blush. What kind of blush would you like?
Well, nothing too bright.
Nothing too bright? Okay, great. Would you like some glitter on top of the blush?
Sure.
Cool. All right, on to lipstick. What shade of lipstick would you like?
Well, what are the choices?
Well, we have a light pink and kind of a mauve-ish color, mauve, and kind of a light purplish shade. And red?
Well, I don't really care. Whatever you think would look best with the rest of the makeup.
Okay, great. Okay, and blot. Perfect. Are you ready to see your hair? And the rest of you?
Sure.
Okay. We'll brush it out. All right. And this is you.
Oh my gosh, Kirsten, what did you do to me?
All right, that's all the time we have today. See you later.
Hiya, Bobby.
Hi, Ken.
You want to go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
Hi, and welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Lindsay Bush. Today we're going to be doing a makeover on kind of a sad case. She's a plain Jane. Her name is Annie Locke. We're just going to try to spice up her life a little bit with some colors, and we'll see what we can do. But why don't you take a look at her story?
Annie, and apparently I need a makeover because I obviously wear the same things, such as this shirt is my favorite, and I wear this one a lot too. Just kind of plain.
I think Annie's clothes are so 1995, and she really needs a makeover because she like start dressing like actual like in the 2000s.
Me and Annie have been friends for a long time, and we really need this makeover because her style has not changed for 12 years. Her clothes right now are so boring and ugly, and I think she'll look a lot better when she gets this makeover.
Okay, and here she is, Annie. What do you think about today's makeover, Annie?
I really don't think my style needs to change much.
Okay, yep. Well, we do, and we picked out some clothes for you. So why don't you go put those on, and I'm going to explain our fabulous line of makeup that we have going here. First, what we're going to look at is our eyeshadows, and this is our first one. It's by True Colors. And we've got some other ones here by L'Oreal, and these are just going to kind of bring out the colors in her eyes. And
Sorry, I accidentally hit it.
That's about it.
I accidentally hit it.
Okay, and here are some other eye stuff. It's some eye sticks, I like to call them. These are also very good for bringing out colors. These kind of spice up the look a little bit if you want to look fun and jazzy. Okay, and we also have some blush over here that's by Clinique and CoverGirl. And these are just kind of some soft tones to bring a little color in her face. We're all about the color. And we also have some cover-up because we all know those little blemishes that we get are not good at all for the face. So this is just some stuff that we've got. And we also have a bunch of lines of lipstick, and these are fabulous. They don't smudge, they don't smear. They stay on the whole time. They're very beautiful. So that's our line of makeup, and why don't we check out Annie's new look? Come on over, Annie. All right, and she looks great, doesn't she? We kind of picked out some colors and spiced it up with those beautiful socks. I think you look great, Annie. Why don't you come have a seat and we'll start your makeup. Okay, and first we're gonna start with some eyeshadow. I personally like blue because I notice you have green eyes, but blue can bring out the green in the eyes. So this is my favorite color. You can use this anytime, you know, if you're gonna go out in the evening or if you're gonna just for school or whatever. I'm gonna put this on. Starting to look good, starting to look good. Okay, and what you wanna do is just kind of apply it gently, because this is loose powder, it likes to go everywhere, but it's really pretty because it's got sparkles in it, and that drives the guys wild, let me tell you. Put a little more on this eye. And I like to layer up on the eyeshadows. I don't like to do just one color, it's kind of boring. So what we're gonna do is bring out this L'Oreal stuff that we got here. It's green. Gonna help her bring out those beautiful eyes that you have. And I'm just kind of lining the eye with it, kind of acting like an eyeliner, but a little thicker with some more color. All right, looking good. Now you'll notice all of the little kind of dust on her face from the eyeshadow. That's because we used loose powder. So what we're gonna do is just kind of wipe this off with this little brush right here. All right, there we go. All right, and now we're gonna use some foundation. And I noticed that you're kind of looking a little red and a little too tan for my taste. So we're gonna lighten up your skin a little bit. And it's important where you put the makeup because it kind of lightens certain areas like the cheekbones. It's a really good place to put it. And if you have a big nose, sorry, but you kind of do, Ann. So we're gonna put it right there. I'm smoothing this in, don't you guys worry. And we're gonna put a little bit on the chin and on the forehead in the T-zone. So now we're just gonna kind of smooth it in with your fingers, make it look real natural. All about the natural here. All right, looking good. All right, and now on the nose, you just kind of want to bring it down to the side to create that nose so it doesn't look as big. We're just gonna kind of smooth it off there. Oh, you're looking so good, Annie. Okay.
Cannot wait.
I know. I do a good job, let me tell you. So next we have the lipsticks, and I think I'm gonna use a color to line the lips because we want to make those lips look very full and kissable. That's important in the guy department. So let me put this on here. We're just kind of lining the lip, not filling it in just yet. Okay, looking good. All right, and then I picked out this color because I think with this whole outfit that we've got going, she needs a bright lipstick to kind of bring out the colors in her outfit. So we're gonna go with this color. It's called Blackberry. So any of you at home that want to use it, it looks fabulous on, and it won't smudge, won't come off on your cups, you know, when you're drinking or whatever, which is very good. So I think we're almost done. All we got to do is blush. And I'm just using this color right here. It's just kind of a natural color. We just want to make sure that she looks nice and rosy. And I also like to double up on the blush colors because one color is not fun. And make sure you get a lot of it, you know, because you don't want to look pale at all. Just kind of rub it right on there. Okay. And I think we're done, Annie. Do you want to take a look at yourself in the mirror before you stand up?
I can't wait.
There you go.
Oh, I look great. Oh my God.
Okay, why don't you show the audience the finished product. Oh my gosh, she looks so fabulous, doesn't she? Ooh, I am just too good for myself. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. That was our show, and join us next week. Thanks. You look.
You want to go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
welcome to our show. I'm Ruth.
I'm June.
Today we'll be showing you how to get ready for homecoming. Today, me and June, we went to the store and we bought some makeup. Let's take a look at that.
My love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me. I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan.
Wasn't that fun, June? Okay, let's get started. First, we're gonna put on some moisturizer.
Ooh, give me some.
It's not coming up very well. Okay, just rub it in. Just rub it in. Okay, I feel moisturized. What's next?
too.
What's next?
Ew.
Next.
Okay.
Now some
Foundation.
Yep. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Take some.
Okay.
Take some more.
I don't want any.
Okay.
I love your name. Where'd you get it?
Candy bar. Look. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Powder.
Here,
My
you
favorite
can do it.
part?
You can do it.
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay, I love this.
I don't like powder.
I just can't get it open right now. I don't know how I open it. Okay, hold on.
Just pop it open.
It's my hands. What are you doing?
Let me try.
Okay.
Okay, we don't know how to open that, so
We don't need it.
let's
We
put
don't
on some
need it.
blush. Some
Blush. Wait. All right. Cool.
Yeah, like this. Something like this.
Ooh.
Okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Look at it glitters too. Look at. Yay.
You put on my hair.
Now we have to put on some eyeliner.
Okay.
Here it is. This is
All
eyeliner.
right.
Okay. Oh, it's a little slippery. Okay. Yeah. That's some eyeliner. You want some? I like one eye. One eye. Get it.
I don't know where it goes. I've never done this before. I've never had a boyfriend either.
Okay, enough of that.
All right.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Let's put on some. No, let's not do eyeshadow. It's too much. Too
No,
much?
I want to.
Okay, go
Can
ahead.
I put it on you?
Sure.
All right.
Don't get in my eyes though.
Okay. Here we go.
More.
Okay. It's gross.
Come on. Okay, let me look in the mirror. Stop.
Pretty?
Oh, it's so good. Okay. Now what do you want to do? Glitter.
Okay, sorry.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Glitter, where's my glitter?
Right here.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cheeks.
Do you?
Cheeks. I'm putting on my cheeks.
Ew.
I like it. I like it. Now, okay, hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay.
We have to put lipstick on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this one. It's a little darker than yours.
Okay.
Put it on.
Mine's okay.
Yeah. This all over. That looks good.
Pretty nice.
Yep. Okay.
I feel so pretty.
Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Yep. I want this one.
Okay.
I got my eye. That looks nice.
Here, let me try.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, I got on your princess crown.
Oh no.
You're
It's
the
okay. It's
princess.
okay. It's okay. What now? What now?
All right. I think we're good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Did you
now
scribble?
No, I didn't.
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what? We have everything. Let's put our stars on. I think.
Stars!
Yay!
You got yours?
Oh, I do. Where?
On our cheeks and noses. Where else?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
There we go. Only two?
Yeah. Three.
Three. Oh, I can't go. All right.
Okay. Is that it? Are we done? Are we ready to go? I think
see
so.
Here. Did we hide our
Do you want some more?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, put some more in.
Okay. I want more glitter.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, are you okay?
A little strong. I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Oh my god, someone's calling me. Hold on. Hello? What's our dates? Oh my god, it's just time to go
I
to the
forgot
dance.
we had dates.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's all the time we have for today. We have to go. That's it. Let's go. Yeah.
She has everything and she'll give it to you in a second. Looks can't deceive. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She'll steal you away, not just for one day, every day.
Hello, mate, and welcome to the Chub Hunter. I'm Steve Owen, and this is my wife, Terry. Today we're going to teach you how to catch a chub. There are two methods in which you can catch a chub, Terry's way and mine.
But I'll show you my way first. Oh, let's see. My way is very simple. All you gotta do and have is a simple, handy-dandy, state-of-the-art, regular lasso. Now, since my way is so difficult, I decided to draw a diagram. Now remember, this should only be done by professionals like Steve and myself, so try not to do this on your dog at home or something. All right, what we got? Number 0. You gotta have boots, so your feet don't hurt when you're going to catch the chub and you don't want him to like bite your feet off. Number 1, you gotta have your target in eyesight and know where he is. Number 2 is your lasso. Gotta have that with you, it's not gonna happen. Number 3, you gotta have total concentration and focus and know exactly what you're doing. Number 4, you gotta swing the lasso around. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get it. And I'm gonna show you a little demonstration how to do that right now. All you do is hold it right in your hand, big enough for the chub so it'll go and fit around him. Just be like that. That's pretty much what you do with it. And it won't be this small because the chub will be in it. So, moving on. All right, so we had 4. 4.5. You gotta have your game face. When you have that lasso up, twirling it up in the air, you gotta have your game face, like just like that. Number 5 is just throwing that lasso right on the chub. Make sure you gotta get it or else he's gonna run away. And final step, number 6, you gotta lasso that chub. Once you lasso it, then it's all yours and you can take it and do pretty much whatever you choose to do with it. Well, as a reminder, this should only be done by professionals. If you're gonna do it, try to have a little supervision so they know like what you should and should not be doing. Simple as that.
Crikey, what a spectacular idea. My idea is a little bit different. For my idea, you might need a flashlight if you're gonna catch him at night. I had an example yesterday of me catching a chub. Let's take a look at it. Hello, mate. We're in southern Australia where it's a bit chilly, and we're trying to catch a chub. Oh, look, we got a specialty here. It's a bamboozle. Well, he's a bit feisty. I just found him after he's just eating. You can see in his belly. There's a watch it. Easy there, fella. He's special because he's the only snake that is a mammal. His fur is for the weather. It's a bit chilly down here, and but he's really feisty, so I'm gonna let him go before he eats me up. Look over here. We got a Speedy Gonzales, one of the fastest creatures in the world. I'm going to attempt to try to catch him so we can get a look at his feet, which are rubbery like tires, so nothing will penetrate and hurt him.
Steve never actually caught Speedy Gonzales.
Hello, mate. Guess what we found? A place where a cuckoo monster, as the natives call it, might possibly live. We're gonna sneak up onto it and see if he's in there. And so let's sneak up. He's in there. Cuckoo monster, he's sleeping, so we're gonna try to be very, very quiet. They're very dangerous if they're awake, and they get very grumpy if they don't get their cookies. Those yellow eyes are a warning to stay away from them. We found him. We found the chub. I'm so excited, I just can't take it. The chub looks like it has a pretty little face. But underneath that face is a very violent creature. We have to be careful not to startle him, because that will provoke him and he will attack us. Oh, this is just beautiful. What a beautiful creature. Oh, God! Oh, God, he got me! Oh, man, that was exhilarating. That was my way, and it was much better. That's our show for today. Remember, don't try these things at home. I'm Steve Irwin, and I am the Chub Hunter.
And I'm his wife. Have a good one.
Welcome to today's show, and this is Shaving with Bergie. I'm going to teach you a couple things today, like how to shave, which way to go, which with grains, what not to do, what to do, what products to use. But one main thing you don't want to do is cut yourself. And I have some footage of that, some happenings, mishaps that happened earlier when I was attempting to shave the stubs.
Get off that dirt.
Welcome to today's show, and this is Shaving with Bergie. I'm going to be teaching you a couple basic techniques on how to shave the right way, you know, with the grains, against the grains, you know, trim up those sideburns, teach you a little something, something. But there's one thing you don't want to do, which is slip, and you might cut yourself. I have a little footage of this, and I'm going to show it to you right now.
Get off that dirt.
Well, today we have a few basic products I'm going to have to show you. First off, we have our Colgate shaving cream, extra lathery. It's got that smooth feeling. It gives you that freshness on your skin. It's nice, nice. We also have these NextCare Band-Aids, just in case you cut yourself, you know, you might have to patch yourself up. You don't want to bleed to death. We also have aftershave for after you shave, and we use that just to clean ourselves up, cool down our faces, you know. We also have a basic razor, which is diamond cut blades, you know, get the best shave of your life. You're also going to need this towel to clean up afterward, you know, wipe yourself off. You don't want to walk around with cream all over your face. And one last thing we need is water, which is in this dish I have before me. And just in a second, I will show you how to shave. Okay. I'm going to start shaving now. First off, you got to get some lather. And then you gotta put it like that on your hands. Maybe not just like this. And then you gotta put it on your face in the areas you want to shave. Like so. Get rid of that dirt stash us teenagers have problems with. And the scruff under the chin. Once you get yourself lathered up, you can begin shaving. Oh, well. Okay. Screwed up the towel. All right. Now what you want to do is take your razor and have nice, even brush strokes, kind of like you're painting, except with a little more force. You see? Rinse it off, get the stubbles in the thing. And it's just as easy as that, you know? And be very careful not to cut yourself the whole time, because it stings when you put that aftershave on into a fresh wound. It sucks. It really does. Now that I'm practically done, you can see how I'm using nice, even strokes to get all the hair off. And I'd say it's about good. Now, you're going to need to use your towel to clean yourself up a little bit, you know. I've noticed it's easier to get the shaving cream off without adding a bunch of water to your face, because it just like gets all over your clothes and whatnot. So now you're done shaving and you washed your face off, you apply the aftershave gel, like so. And that burns a little bit. And now that you're all done, you're ready to go out on a date, whatnot, looking all clean. You can even eat at a ritzy restaurant if you want. You know, you're all shaved up. And that's it for today. Next week we'll show you how to shave the bikini area, bikini zones. We'll have some models in here. We'll show you how to shave under the arms, and for all you ladies, the leg hair removal. And so that's it. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Welcome to Flamin' Cookin', and today we're going to show you how to make waffle sundaes. Now the first ingredient we're going to use is these great Morning Delight waffles. Now you want the original waffles, not any blueberry or any of that, because that just ruins the flavor. Next we're going to use some M&Ms for topping and vanilla ice cream. Now we want a plain vanilla ice cream so you can enjoy the full fruit flavor. A little bit of creamy whipped topping and some nice fresh ripe bananas. Sergio?
Also, you need chocolate syrup. That's the best part of this whole sundae. Next, you'll also need the cherry on top.
All right, now first, we toast the waffles.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
We forgot to...
We forgot. Oh, hi, and welcome to Flamin' Cookin'. I'm your host, Sebastian, and this is my buddy, Sergio. Today, we're going to be making a waffle sundae.
And earlier today, we went to the store and bought all the fine products you need.
Here we are at the grocery store to get our ingredients for this fine dish. While we're here at the fresh fruit aisle, we'll stop and get our strawberries. Doesn't appear as there's any strawberries here. We'll substitute with bananas today. Now you can use any kind of fruit you'd prefer. Blueberries are just delicious. Strawberries are my favorite, but since they don't have any, bananas will work fine. Now let's head over and get the waffles and the ice cream. Waffles will be coming right down your tray. There's the waffle. dough. Let's get the nice original waffles. You don't want berry or any of that because that'll just ruin the overall dish. And it tastes a plain waffle. And buttermilk works great as well. It's time to get our ice cream.
Oh, but wait.
First, we have whipped cream. Nice topping. Whipped cream with cream is best. Now let's get the ice cream. I prefer to use a vanilla ice cream so that it's just a plain flavor so that it won't destroy the flavor of your fruits and chocolate syrup, which is our next ingredient.
Chocolate syrup.
And last
but
definitely not least, the cherries. Gotta have a nice little maraschino cherries on top to top it all off. And we'll see you at the show. All right, now for this dish, we need to start with some nice, fresh, original waffles. We chose Morning Delight because they were on sale for $1. Next, we used some M&Ms for toppings. But first, we put on the vanilla ice cream. Now, you can use any kind of vanilla ice cream you want, but you should use vanilla because then it doesn't ruin the fruit flavor. Next, we use some whipped cream topping and nice, ripe, fresh bananas.
And to top it all off, we use the chocolate syrup and the cherries. Now let's get to making one of those. First, you put the waffles in the toaster. Let them be until they're nice and cooked.
Next, we're gonna scoop on the ice cream. And then you put on the whipped cream topping, slice up your bananas, cover it all with chocolate syrup, sprinkle on M&Ms, and drop a cherry on top, and you're ready to eat.
Doesn't that look delicious?
Doesn't this just look scrumptious? Well, that's all we have for you today, guys. We'll see you next time on Flamin' Cookin'.
Mm.